What's up and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I think Chris is gonna get mad that I took his parking spot. Now to everybody that gets mad at me in the videos and says, Rhino, why are you the guy that parks your truck blocking the whole street? Your neighbors have got to hate you. Well, it's a very unique neighborhood. Like most of the houses in this neighborhood are people's like extra houses. That's somebody's extra house. That's somebody's extra house. That's somebody's extra house. That guy pretty much just uses the garage as his like little welding studio. He doesn't even use the rest of the house. He's got another house down the street. So trust me, nobody in this neighborhood is upset that my Ford sticks out into the street just a little bit so I don't leak in the driveway. And no, it never stays there overnight. But anyways, today, well, not today. Today is not exactly the big day, but tomorrow is the big day. The Kodiak's officially sold, guys. Yeah, we're kind of coming to the end of a very, very long era here. You know, my dad bought this truck 15 years ago. Had it fully custom built from day one, and yeah, we've got a lot of memories in this thing. You know, from him taking us to go ride dirt bikes when we were younger, to eventually, you know, we started going to the desert, and my 1500 HD did not enjoy towing my toy hauler, so I would borrow my pops' truck every trip because, you know, can't beat towing with a Kodiak. A lot of good memories in this thing. So being that we take pride in our vehicles, I can't just turn this over to the next owner without actually going through, cleaning everything up, making sure like this thing is in tip-top shape. Obviously, all the old stickers on the back windows there need to come off. She needs a good bath, but it is like 90-something degrees today, so we're gonna go over to the warehouse and yeah, let's just get this thing dialed in, and then tomorrow the new owner shows up. I am seriously gonna miss driving this thing, guys. If you've never driven a Kodiak, this thing's not really lifted. I mean, it's got a bigger set of wheels and tires, which does elevate it higher than a stock truck, but you just sit so high up on the road. I mean, see with that car below us down there, it's pretty impressive how high you are in this thing. Plus, with the giant slanted hood, like there's no visibility issues. You don't really need a front camera on these trucks. You know, sitting up this high, being able to see so far ahead in traffic, the big, plush, cushy air ride seats, like this thing is an ideal road trip vehicle. All right, now the trick is squeezing it in the warehouse. Now, if any of you guys grew up in like Southern California or the surrounding area back in like the big moto days, the early 2000s, a lot of these stickers are from that era, and you'll kind of start to notice and realize that. I mean, we've got a pristine No Fear sticker inside here that luckily has never seen any sun, and we've got the awesome mud flap girls. Oh, they're definitely gonna be fun to peel off essentially 10, 15-year-old stickers here, which are all cracked. Oh yeah. This is gonna be a long day. Good news is it's really hot, so they've been heating up in the sun all morning. Now, obviously, when we were kids, we went a little more wild with the stickers, not exactly as like clean and classy as I like to do nowadays. So there's definitely a lot of stickers on this truck, but I'm not to blame for all of them. My pops did go a little crazy with the stickers as well, throwing the Preston Bill stickers back when Preston was open, because Preston's did all the interior work. They sent out to have a bunch of stuff custom made when this truck was built back in 05. So, of course, obviously paying homage to Preston's and paying homage to Banks. This thing does have a Banks tuner in it. That was actually installed by Banks up in Azusa back in the day. But yeah, it's safe to say Pops went a little crazy on the Preston built stickers here. So hopefully those come off easily. Little different technique when you're peeling them off of paint versus glass. Geez, some of these freaking stickers are crustier than some of the socks under your guys' beds. Oh, that one came off pretty easy. Back in the day when kicker was the coolest subs to have. Looking good, looking good. That was surprisingly not as bad as I thought it was gonna be for how long those stickers have been on there. Now, the one thing I am worried, I mean, I can't even get a corner to start peeling up, and the problem is once you start, you really can't stop. So I tried going about it gently, wasn't really working. Used some heat from the heat gun, was trying to still peel it by hand, wasn't really working. Had to step it up to the big guns. Pull out the 3M eraser wheel. I wasn't sure how it would do on top of the actual vinyl itself, because typically this is used just to remove adhesive, but it's eating through it pretty good. One of my absolute least favorite things in the world is removing old stickers, but we've done it pretty successfully. All the running board stickers are off. We're leaving all the rocker panel stickers right there because they're pretty new and they're still relevant to the truck. All the Preston Bill stickers are off the hood and the fenders. Luckily, everything is coming off super, super clean. So really the next step is let's get this thing pulled out, give her a little foam cannon-y bath and froth her up. So we've kind of switched over from all the Chemical Guys stuff we were using to Adams polishes, but I gotta say, my favorite Chemical Guys product ever is their wheel cleaner. You can see you spray it on, and it goes on white, and it'll actually start grabbing the dirt and it turns like that root beer color. I decided to try it on the mud flaps as well, being that they're rubber, and it actually works surprisingly well to get these boogers nice and shined up. I'm not gonna scrub or brush any of it, which is what I like about this wheel cleaner. Because if you guys have knobbies on your sidewall or anything like the Toyo MTs and all that, you don't wanna have to get in there and brush each and every one of those little grooves out because it'll take forever. This stuff, spray it on. I've never touched it with a brush on any of my vehicles, and it just eats away the dirt. So look how dirty that mud flap is, and I hosed it off. We'll get the tires nice and clean. And what I like most about it is it essentially strips it back down to like a bare rubber. Since I don't like to use tire shine, bare rubber is essentially like that new tire look that you can get without having to spray anything on it that's gonna stick dirt and dust to it. Let's see how we did on the mud flaps. It's like an OxyClean commercial. Look at that. Make your whites whiter, your brights brighter. That's with absolutely zero scrubbing. I love that Chemical Guys wheel cleaner. I will say, in giving this thing a full detail, I'm definitely trying out a bunch of new products. I know I'm anti-tire shine, but most people are not. So I went ahead and tire shined up the tires for the new owner. And another thing I'm using is Adams undercarriage spray. So I'm not exactly sure what like the exact use is. It says for like in your wheel wells, like the rubber in your wheel wells and all that. But one of the things about these medium duty trucks is you see a lot of the frame. So to me, kind of glossing all that up really does make it look good. So I show you on the other side here what it looks like after it's been sitting for a while. I went ahead and did this entire side of the undercarriage, and it just brings that beautiful high gloss look to it. And it smells like grape. One of the last products we're gonna use here is Adams VRT. And just a little quick thing, like none of this is sponsored by Adams. I'm just trying out all their products. I know Nick swears by this stuff. It's vinyl rubber trim. So any of the plastic trim, any of your rubber up underneath, that's what this stuff's good for. I'm gonna use it on the big giant plastic mirrors here. Squeeze a little bit onto the rag. See how it does. That looks good. Definitely brings all that shiny black newness to it. Let's try some on the door handles here. Bring these boogers back to life. There's a before, there's after. And hopefully that shows up on camera, but yeah, that one looks like brand new now compared to the old one. Sad, guys, sad day. This is her last wash that I'm ever gonna personally give her. This is definitely one of those trucks where you gotta like wash in segments. I know when Josh has like fully like show shined this thing, and we're not talking polishing the diamond plate, it's like a 10-hour job. The diamond plate alone, we've had 2 guys do. It took them 2 days to polish all the diamond plate on this truck. It's definitely a beast. Man, do we have so many good memories in this thing. I know I've talked about it in previous videos. This thing's got 2 12s in the back. It's got a pretty rocking sound system. We got DVD players. We used to watch movies on the way to the desert. We used to go to 50 nights back when CRF 50 racing was huge. Me, Chris, a bunch of our buddies were big into it. And on Wednesday nights, there was a local track that would do 50 nights. So it was all pit bikes that would show up, and it would go till 10 o'clock at night. So after school, we'd get our bikes all prepped. When my dad got off work, we'd all pile in this truck, and man, we would bump some freaking music. I don't know how my dad put up with it, but we would just go crazy. I might actually have a clip of it. Let me check. Well, tomorrow's a big day. The new owner flies in to pick up his truck. I mean, he's already paid for it. It is his. So I'll reveal tomorrow what state the truck is going to and the real reason that we're actually selling it. See you guys tomorrow. Here we go, guys. It's the last day. Pops his final farewell drive in the old Kodiak. 15 years of legacy in that bad boy. We're on our way right now. Colton just showed up to the airport. He's Ubering over to the warehouse. And yeah, he's gonna be picking up his new truck. Just driving her off into the sunset. Before we hand the truck over though, we gotta make sure it lives on with the Work For It legacy. So we're gonna throw a couple of the Work For It American flag decals on her, as well as one of the Work For It American flag key tags on the keys. Oh yeah, now it's official. I'd shake your hand if you've been on an airplane. I don't trust the East Coast, you never know.
Do the air high five.
Right. What's up, Colton? Colton, say hi to the channel.
This is Shelly.
Shelly? Oh, Shelly, awesome. Nice to meet you guys. Well, come on, man.
Let's go see it.
Technically, the truck's already yours, so come check out your new rig. So Colton, actually, you already own a Kodiak.
I do.
A very similar one to this one.
Very, very similar. It doesn't have a dump bed, but other than that, it's pretty close.
So what made you want 2? It's more than one?
This is the one that made me want one to start with. So
Gotcha.
When I saw the video, it came up this one for sale. I couldn't pass it up, man. Couldn't pass it
Well,
up.
I'm glad she's going to a good home that's going to appreciate her.
You don't have a dump truck in yours, right?
I don't. It's just a flatbed.
So start it. Yeah, it's on a cord.
It's crazy how fast it is too compared to most dump trucks. So Colton, I mean, you know, you want to say what state this truck's going back to, or?
Going home to South Carolina.
Woo, that's a
Coast to coast.
heck of a drive there, buddy.
It is. The way we got it planned out, it's going to be about 5 days.
Jeez.
So.
And Colton's plan is he wants to sleep back here. It's going to be cozy for two, I can tell you that.
Trying to keep the whole social distancing thing, try to stay out of the hotels, so we're going to make this like an on-highway overlanding experience.
There you go. How was the airports? Was the plane crowded at all?
No, it was about as barren as I've seen it. It was like a ghost town in the airport, and the plane was, I think that one held 180, and there were 130 open seats.
Gee, there you go. Did you jump up to first class?
No, I didn't do that. Wouldn't have mattered. I would have tried if they didn't tell me that the beverage service was suspended, and I was like, well, hell with that.
So hopefully you got a lot of room because you got a lot of trucks.
That used to be, Jeeps used to be my kind of hobby. I told her when she met me, I said, I'm a man of limited interest. I like my Jeeps and I like my guns. Lo and behold, here we are, many years passed since then, and the Jeep thing, I kind of played that out for a little while, got a little bored with that, did about everything you could do with them, and we got quite a few of them, still got them. Then I have my Duramax, and my first one was at 05. It's a crew cab dually. That's got it's 8-inch super lift, the 22.5.
Gotcha.
Wheels.
Yeah.
And I would just use it to tow the Jeeps around. Started getting to the point where the Jeeps were a little played out, and I was like, let me start playing on some Duramax. Did some stuff to that motor, tuned it up a little bit, and so I started looking for LBZ. I was looking for a 2500 LBZ, and somehow came across a 3500 LBZ that was a direct match to my dually.
There you go.
Red 06. Same interior, it was a twin to my truck.
That year red is one of my favorite trucks to
It is. I love that red.
Anything you do with them looks good.
Yep, I love that red. They called it Victory Red.
Yep. Was it my sales pitch that sold the truck?
It had to be.
It was the sales pitch, right?
That and the shorts.
With the boots?
The shorts and the boots, that got me.
There you go. So I tried to tell her, but I can sell anything.
That's right.
What do we need to sell?
Sell her on it now.
I thought you were gonna say sell her. I was like, this is gonna be a whole different. You're about to get in a lot of trouble for buying this thing.
Let me reword that. Sell her on letting me keep my other Kodiak too.
There you go. Well, I mean, that's a given. You gotta have a spare. You never know.
2 is 1, 1 is none.
Well, you always have parts.
There you go.
If anything goes wrong on either one, you always got parts. It was nice meeting you.
Good to meet you.
Enjoy the truck.
I'll do it.
Have fun with her.
Trying to enjoy this ride home.
Yeah, that's gonna be, what are you saying, 800 miles a day you're gonna try?
I'll try for 800 a day. The way we've got it planned is about a 3,300 total.
Woo.
So that's with seeing the whole Grand Canyon deal and come back down. I think it came up to like 3,100, 3,300, something like that. So trying for 800 a day, try and keep it in 4 days. And
yeah, dude. Good luck. Kind of sleeping in the truck, maybe.
That's right.
See how long before the hotels start popping up.
That's right.
Awesome, brother. Drive safe. Later. There she goes. Well, y'all, that's it for the Kodiak. That's the end of a 15-year era with that thing. We're all sad to see it go, but that just means it opens up room to get something new. The whole reason we had to sell that truck, some of you guys had mentioned it in the comments, is California will no longer allow us to register it here as of 2021, mainly because there's no emissions devices on it. Even though it is from the factory, not equipped with emissions devices, California wants you to add it. They basically hit all of the medium duty market, which is basically, they know businesses have money, then they're forcing them to buy entire new fleets of vehicles, which is pretty much the unfortunate, crappy California way. So one of the main reasons we're not keeping it is can no longer be registered here, which is a good thing that it got sold out of state. Also a good thing that it got sold to a fellow Kodiak enthusiast, and the actual real reason he bought his first Kodiak was because he saw the original video of this Kodiak. So glad that this guy has known the truck, wanted the truck, and it went to really good hands. So super stoked, and yeah, we'll see what's to come next. So make sure you guys subscribe, because obviously one truck leaves, another truck's gonna have to come in soon. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now, though you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, get a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn.